Is this peak loneliness? We're just talking to Grok. I blocked Grok. Drama. Google Ducky against Grok. Oh no.
Hi, I think I'm starting to spiral here. And
look, I found you guys a female. I did it for you. I found you a beautiful female who will talk about why we can't have big tits.
every other kind of media, shows, books,
A real
movies,
one.
we expect characters to be these complex, emotionally layered, and oftentimes attractive people. CD Projekt Red gave us Geralt in a bath.
What the fuck? Why is the feet censored? What is this pose? I have so many questions. What am I looking at? Jesus Christ. Am I into this? Wow.
AI use of energy is massive. The power demand will limit AI in the long term.
You think? I don't know, man.
And the entire internet said absolute cinema. But
I bet Google will just pay the fines like they always do with privacy lawsuits.
That's true. They're just too big, man. You can't do anything.
when a female game character is hotter, suddenly it's like the studio committed some kind of war crime. And somewhere between 2014 and now, these types of women just started disappearing more and more from our Western games. You know, women who had beauty and charm and mystery, lip gloss, and the ability to—
Oh shit, yeah, dude, we can't afford it anymore. Is this from the Spider-Man game?
just ruin your life with a single dialogue option. So let's talk about the modern female protagonist. How did you feel when I said that? Yeah, that's what I thought. Typically, they're more emotionally walled off. They're vaguely angry, honestly.
I can already tell you that this game is not going to do well. I would bet my entire arm on it that it's going to flop. You know, which game is that? It's the one that has actually an interesting setting, but it's going to flop. It's the Star something something. I forgot. Yeah, I don't even remember the name. I just remember the trailer that it was interesting because it was like kind of retro with like a modern take. And I just saw the girl, yeah, the intergalactic whatever. I saw this girl and I was like, nah. No. No. It also had real world ads. I'm gonna be perfectly and entirely honest with you. If she would be hot, like have hair, right? And like a mildly bigger tits or a revealing, just a little bit revealing outfit, I wouldn't care about the ads. Like, I don't care. Hair? Yeah, I know. It's wild that I like my females with hair, right? Just a little bit of a stubble. Like, motherfucker, I have bigger stubble on my feet than her hair is. Like, why? Come on, it's so lame.
Agree, honestly, me too. They have tactical everything, tragic backstories.
Oh, this is the Star Wars chick. I think this game also flopped. She has like I don't even know how to say it. She's yeah, she's I mean she's not ugly. She's just very neutral, I guess. She sure is a person. Yeah, like I don't want to insult. The thing is just like she is not very feminine, right? Like the hair is like kind of like a tomboyish. Like she has very sharp angular features. It has like a prominent nose, like no makeup, no eyelashes, no blush, no whatever. Looks like a dude, Chizoja. Yeah, man, like she has been like mewing or some shit.
Everything, tragic backstories, but a lot of times won't talk about it with you. Muted color palettes and no cute hairstyle.
I am not even. I don't know who made this character and how the fuck did it get it approved. But it's like the thing is that I understand that you don't always want to put top models into your games, right? Like you want like something of an average, but do they know that an average person doesn't look like this? Like this is actually so comically ugly that I don't think I have seen anyone look like this in real life. It's just fucking awful, right? It's like they were like, okay, we are gonna make a woman, but she's going to be so fucking ugly that the men will be unable to jerk off to her. I guarantee you that was it. It's like, okay, we will make the DEI thingy. Okay, she is woman, she is tan, she is flat, she is kind of ugly. Okay, perfect. The men will never have fun. The feminist dream. I don't understand why an ugly representation of a woman is a feminist dream. Like, I don't know, man. I'm afraid to ask at this point. I don't know why. That's the point, but why? Why? Because they are ugly? Because they hate man? What about lesbians? What if you're a woman and you're into women and you want to date someone who is like a woman, like a beautiful, long hair, soft, red cheeks, red lips, mwah, 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 sort of thing. Nothing a paper bag doesn't solve. Listen. I am the most downstreamer you will ever meet, but I wouldn't even with a paper bag. Like, nah, man. I'm sorry. I don't think so.
Or makeup or joy, and they normally display more masculine traits.
I wish they would have made a Last of Us 2 game. It's such a shame that they never did it. It would have been amazing. I don't know which character is this or where she is from, but I'm just saying, on an unrelated note, that I feel like a Last of Us 2 would have been great. It's a shame that they decided to step away from it. They were like, no, we feel like we finished the story at a good point and there isn't much we can add to it. And they just stepped away. No cash grab. Crazy.
Right. And I'm not saying that these characters can never work, but if they're not...
Is it the last of Datem? The Last of Datem. The new zombie horror shooter game where all the zombos have pronouns and different stats depending on what they identify as. Oh no.
Not done extremely well. The issue isn't just that so many of them fall flat, it's that they don't resonate.
I have actually no idea what game is this from. Like, she looks like a budget Fragile from like Death Stranding, and I have no idea. But I don't know.
At all. They're not iconic, they're not aspirational, and they're just not the kind of character you want to think about after the credits roll. And just like the women that I obsess over in all my books and TV shows, the smart, complex, stunning characters, I just want to aspire to.
I just realized that I am cog blocking this lady. She's at the wrong spot. I will put myself here. Wait. There you go. Female.
The character that I'm playing in a game. She should feel powerful and gorgeous and emotionally relatable in a way that makes sense. But most of the leads that we're getting nowadays, they're not memorable. And let's be honest, they're not exactly breaking the internet, okay? At least.
I mean, they did break the internet, to be fair. Everyone and their mother was talking about Concord. So in a way they did. Just not like in a productive way or in any way that makes money?
In a good way. The characters that really stand out, that make a difference, they've got it all. They've got the looks and the charm and the presence and the personality, and they've got the things that make people care, or at least cosplay. Well, we didn't want to over-sexualize her. Okay.
Why not? What's wrong with being sexualized? Honest question. If like everyone is like, okay, sex work is real work, and doing OnlyFans is empowering, then what's wrong with being over-sexualized? I would love to have a conversation with someone who is actually on the stance that like, oh, we should cover up all the female characters because it's like, oh, it's a goon slap or anything like that. Sex in my high fantasy game heresy. I know.
Okay, that's fine. I'm on board with that. But somewhere along the way, that turned into she can't flirt, or cry, or be too gentle, or smile too much,
or be feminine, or be submissive, or have empathy, or just, look cute, or just have any gentle touch to her, or basically anything that like women naturally lean to be. So just like be a man, but like kind of slender and slim, like no curves and also not much muscle, and just be very grumpy all the time. Yeah.
Wear makeup. Yes, sorry, I'm gonna hit on that a little bit today. We went from don't objectify her to don't let her feel like a real person. And she can be strong, but not soft. Beautiful, but only if it's on accident. Heaven forbid she has
Beautiful? What was the last game that they put out and it was Vogue and beautiful? I'm trying really hard to think right now. Because the thing is that, like, you think about Overwatch, right? And Overwatch used to have... Okay, that's not Vogue, right? Like, I'm talking about Vogue and beautiful. Stellar Blade is not Vogue. I can see up all the way to that woman's vagina. I can see her uterus when she's climbing up on the ladder, okay? Marvel Rivals is not Vogue. That's like Chinese, you know? But like, if you think about Overwatch, because Overwatch is a little bit Vogue, every female is sexualized? No. Okay, so the way it was that every female was very hot in Overwatch, and then something happened to it, and now suddenly every character is gay, and they started to put these like very... yeah, looking characters in, right? And then the game started to... I'm trying to stay neutral, but there was like, just call them like they are a very looking characters, because hell yeah. And they started to flop, and like even the people who make corn out of games were like, okay, we are not touching Overwatch anymore. Like, they literally moved on, and then they were like, okay, no, we have to bring it back, and they like put out 1 or 2 hot chicks, and that's it. Like, ever since then, I don't even know, man.
Feelings and good hair.
There was one, like, there is that blue hair chick who still looks hot. It's kind of a copy paste, but she was like kind of hot. I think that was the last hot chick I saw from Overwatch.
At the same time. And I think about this every time that I get the opportunity to make a custom character in a game. She is always a baddie that has lore. Winged eyeliner, mysterious aura. Every NPC in the game is in love with her.
Juno,
and
yes.
Honestly, they should be, okay? Might have in Baldur's Gate 3. An angel. She walks into a...
Oh yeah. See, yeah, exactly. Like, when girls are playing a game, they want to make their characters look hot. If I cannot make my character look fuckable, I don't want to play the game. Like, I just lose motivation. And I swear I'm not the only one on this. Like, I understand that there is a certain group of people who feel like that they don't want to play as an overly sexualized character, and that's perfectly fine. There should be an option to make a potato. If you're into potatoes, make a potato. I don't care. But I need my sex bomb, okay? I need to stare at her ass as she bends over to pick up something. I need that. That's my experience. Stop taking it away. I am also valid.
Scene, and the lighting just poof gets better. Gale starts sweating, and Asterion is chomping at the bit. Shadowheart's having some conflictions, and her inventory is even more iconic. She's got 3 cursed rings, an apple, and a morally questionable tiara that she just doesn't want to take off. And it just makes you wonder, because if certain games let you create characters with so much charm and magnetism, why can't games with dedicated female leads do the same thing? Well, what are some of the more...
I know why. Because there was this wave where people were like, you know what, you're right. We should include many people. We should get everyone represented. And we got these big bunch of retards who are absolutely miserable. They hate women, they hate men, and they hate themselves, and they hate the game industry. And they are just like, okay, we will put a bunch of our stupid ass shit that no one wants, and even we don't want it because they don't play it. And they were like, okay, listen, if this one sells, then whatever. And ever since then, people just couldn't like kick these people out. Now they are trying to, slowly, hopefully. So we might see a gaming renaissance, and maybe the boobs and the butts will return. I have my fingers crossed for that.
Recent female leads that we've been...
I have never seen a woman play Gragas in League of Legends. They all play Ahri. Yeah, or the Yordles. You know, that reminds me, like, you know how, like, every time there's an anime clip, everyone is like, oh my god, that's literally a child. And they are talking about an anime girl who is, like, 25 or something. And meanwhile, every girl plays Yordles. When was the last time that you met like a League of Legends girl gamer and they were like, yeah, I don't play like Tristana, I don't play Lulu, I definitely don't play Teemo, whoever the fuck are. Yeah, like literally everyone. And oh man, it's the tourists, man. Again, I will never stop saying that I think we have to like jabaz the tourists coming onto an island and we just like shove them into like the Pacific Ocean. Or like, you know where the Bermuda Triangle is? I don't know where it is on the map. But once we will have that island, we will push them into the Bermuda Island. And we will accidentally lose all of them. And we will take all the hotties back.
Raced with. I think about Frey from Forspoken.
Okay, to be fair, I think this character is hot. I just couldn't stand the obnoxious dialogue. I know her weapon was talking, and I wanted to, like, deafen myself even while watching the trailer. I was like, I would rather stab myself in the dick than play this game. It was absolutely unbearable.
Can fight dragons and bend the laws of physics and literally...
Until she spoke, it wasn't her, it was the fucking weapon. She has like some sentient weapon with like this millennial boomer humor. Oh, it was so painful. It was so cringe.
Parkour across dimensions. That's super cool. But for some reason, they gave her the most awkward dialogue and had her deliver every line like she was on hold with customer service. On mute. What about Kay Vess from Star Wars Outlaws?
Not my type. Okay, I will just say a solid not my type. Yeah, no.
She's a scrappy space outlaw, in theory. In practice, she kind of just plays like she just respawned from a bug and isn't...
Why do they always make them look like a fish? You're disrespecting the fishes I'm into.
Sure where she is or why she's there. Okay, well, what about female Ivor from Assassin's Creed Valhalla?
Yeah, it's I'm torn. Like she has a good face. I can see that she's a little bit like manlified, but she's a warrior, so you know. She could be. It reminds me of the Viking TV series where Lagertha was kind of like looking like this, and Lagertha was hot. So I don't know. I need to see more, I guess. Blonde Aloy. Okay, don't compare Aloy to her. Okay, Aloy looks like she has the mumps. Okay.
Actually, she was canonically the real one. But you probably wouldn't know that because even Ubisoft was like, dang, that's crazy. Anyway, check out this guy's beard.
I mean, I like the I like the fancy beard. The fancy is very fancy. Dude, don't shave. I swear to God, I wish I would have been born to be a man. Having a beard is like natural makeup. All of the men just look 10 times better. It doesn't matter. It's just like, boom, you're hot. Congratulations.
Or Dragon Age the Veilguard. This game was like 10 years.
Oh God. Oh, dude, what in the day, damn, Jesus Christ. Oh, dude. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, it's so horrible. Oh, I don't even know, man. Me when I'm nothing, bro. Her horns, or they damn horns, look like it's like just like a massive dick is growing out of her forehead. Their forehead. I don't know, man. Jesus Christ.
In the oven, and somehow it still came out soggy. It often felt cringy instead of charming, and there really wasn't much mystery, but there was a lot of lecturing. And instead of emotionally rich companions...
I'm good. I have nightmares tonight, Sam. I'm trying not to think about her they, them. Sorry.
We kind of just got chronically online.
Like, let me see. I mean, he's kind of hot. She's kind of hot. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I definitely don't. No. The first two was kind of okay. Dude. You know, the more you stare at her, the scarier it becomes. There is something evil in those eyes. Like, holy shit.
Twitter bios in fantasy outfits. I think you get the point, but I'm gonna say it anyway. We need female characters with range, with presence, with a little drama, if you will. The girls who made you feel something were not perfect. They were messy and charismatic and complicated in the best way. Sadie Adler from Red Dead 2, her husband literally dies and she goes, cool, I'm going feral now. And grieving? Yes. Stunning? Yes. Horse girl? Absolutely.
Ah, not the horse. Dude, horse girls are always... Listen, if you want the dating advice, ask the girl you're trying to date whether she was a horse girl. That's a big red flag, okay? Guaranteed red flag.
But I would let her run me over with that horse. Chloe Fraser from...
Ooh, okay. Now we are talking. She's hot.
Uncharted. She's flirty and morally flexible and somehow...
Dude, oh yeah. Do you remember when like female characters used to be flirty? I just realized it's been so long since I played a game and the female I think maybe the last one was literally Cyberpunk, where the women are flirty. Oh yeah, Ada Wong. Oh shit, yes. Yeah. No women are asexual? Wrong. Absolutely not. Bro, being flirty is like one of the core part of my personality. And I find it offensive that they are trying to nuke this out. Because a girl would never flirt with anyone.
Still makes betrayal feel hot. Tifa Lockhart from Final...
I will never forgive them that they nerfed her boobs. I was ready. And then they put that fucking black t-shirt under it. That like, oh yeah, a sportsman. Yeah. Why?
Final Fantasy. She could literally take down a behemoth in one hit and then quietly make you some soup and ask if you've been sleeping okay. Max from Life is Strange, a super sweet, anxious girl who accidentally rewrote the entire space-time continuum just because she had too many feelings.
I love the fact that Life is Strange had like so many games after like the first one and all of them sucked ass. Because they just completely misunderstood what was good about Life is Strange. All of the characters just like DEI and it's just weird. And it's just like, oh, why don't people buy it? Also, this is a lesbian couple, but they are angry. And also, this is a lesbian couple, but they are also angry. And watch it, here comes our next game where you can be a lesbian couple who is angry. Like, I don't know, man. Like, sure, yeah, love it.
And honestly, we love a relatable queen. Or Nabooru from the Legend of Zelda series. She leads armies and fights evil, and somehow she still looks like she's posing for a Vogue cover the entire time. Probably my first girl crush. This should not be controversial, but I'll say it. We need to bring back great male leads, okay? And not because women...
Hold on. Great male leads? In this economy? What the fuck? Whoa. Impossible. Ooh.
Women are so much more realistic from the male perspective. None of them flirt and all of them are incredibly preachy. Actually, when you think about it, this lines up with DI hiring. Wow. I love this incredible influence on my game's smile.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Can't carry a story.
You get the mute dumb Doom guy and you will be happy with it. Okay.
But because we've just like chucked balance off a cliff, it seems like the knee-jerk reaction to underrepresentation accusations became all female everything forever, no notes. And now, after we've gotten so...
You have to remember that the Force is female. Remember? When they were wearing those shirts. That the Force is female. Oh. So pathetic. I can't fucking stand it. Don't you remember when like it was like Kathleen Kennedy was in charge of like the Disney Star Wars and they were wearing the Force is female t-shirts? I remember. It was so pathetic. I actually really hated it because there is... I'm gonna say something very mean. I feel like lately the most woman thing to do lately, I'm generalizing, so don't at me. But the most thing that women do is that they step into something that was already built up and they claim it as their own. And they are just like, yep, I made, like, you made this? No, I made this. Also, force is female, of course. Hee and haha. You know? It's sad that women in the industry are unwilling to create something on their own. They just sort of like yoink other people's work and they just put a sticker on it that, yes, it's mine.
So many forgettable female leads. Not you, Ellie and Aloy.
Okay, Ellie, such a shame that there was not a second game of The Last of Us. I just can't think about it. It's such a shame that there was not a second game, man. So sad.
My queens. But with all the others,
Aww.
we've hit this weird place where the audience is already exhausted before the trailer even ends. And unfortunately, caught in the crossfires of this has been Naughty Dog's new IP, Intergalactic, and
oh hey, it's the ball chick. Definitely the thing I will not going to play because I don't want to, because she looks mean and I don't want that. Yeah. The ball, dude, I guarantee you that if they would just change this character to someone else, it would be immediately like sells like hotcakes. Can we bring back hot sci-fi? Yeah. Why couldn't they put someone like, if you go for like the retro sci-fi, just get like Ripley, right, from Alien. I still remember, even if I close my eyes, I think about it when she is like trying to get into the spacesuit and she's wearing this small t-shirt and a singular white panty. Yeah. Those were the good times, man.
Galactic and Ghost of Yote. But when I think about just well-written women in games, what's interesting is some of gaming's best women were not even the protagonist, but they were the scene stealers. Ciri
Ada
from The Witcher 3 is quite literally the entire
Please talk about Ada. I have the hots for Ada.
reason that Geralt is risking his life across these war-torn kingdoms, and she's this complicated, beautiful, just wild young girl who's somehow still more mature than everyone else around her. Or Yuna from Final Fantasy X, this graceful, selfless, and devastating character who's literally carrying the hopes of an entire world on her back, and then she still apologizes when she inconveniences you. And if that's not being a girl, I don't know what is. Or Midna from Twilight Princess. All right, she's a little bit annoying at first, but she bullies Link for like the first 30 hours of the game.
Excellent. Just as a female should. You should always bully the males.
Saves his life, opens a dimensional portal, and then vanishes all with a glowing tear. He never says a word to her the entire game, but she says everything with her absence. Truly a legendary situationship. And while Western games are nervously nerfing kind of every trace of femininity from their female characters, Eastern devs are like, yeah, here's a mysterious woman who could kill you and make you cry about it. You're welcome. Capcom? They've been in their iconic woman era since like forever. Resident Evil is one of my all-time favorite series, and Jill is
Wrong decision! How could you not bring up Ada? Who would bring up Jill over Ada? Come on, girl. Jill is fine. Listen, Jill is like, you want vanilla ice cream. She is good, she's solid. But like Ada is like a creme brulee or like, I don't know, something fancy, you know? Like some delicacy shits from a Michelin 5-star restaurant. I can't believe I got Jill baited. Yeah, man. Yeah, like a delicious stracciatella. Like, Jill is a cup of vanilla ice cream. Ada is the Viennetta, you know? Like the ice cream cake. Oh my god.
practical, calm, and easily has the cleanest bob in gaming. Ada is...
Yes, I would be on my knees for this woman. She's perfect. She's badass. She is hot. She has short hair. It's a little bit tomboyish, but sexy as fuck. She has like this like high heels that she could use to step on me, and I'm not even into that. Oh, yes. We told you to let her finish. No, she should have said Ada first.
Mysterious, stylish.
And she will betray you. She's literally wearing a red flag as a dress. You think I'm not ready for it? I'm aware and I will still let it happen. And I will smile.
And she might lie to your face, but she's still gonna get a fan cam. Claire is this beautiful, kind, capable woman who...
I have no feelings about Claire. Like, literally none. I'm sorry. I'm loyal to my queen.
Takes zero nonsense. And Lady D had like...
Oh, okay. I have many feelings about Lady D. I'm sorry. I may or may have not watched a lot of fan projects about Lady D, but just strictly because I was researching for the game. Yeah. No, that, like, disrespectfully, yeah.
10 minutes of screen time in Village, and she still owned Halloween for like the next 2 years. They're hot, they're cool, they've got so much range, and you remember them. You want to be them, or you just kind of want them to emotionally damage you.
Not just emotionally, they can damage me in real life as well. That's fine.
Just a little bit.
I am absolutely... I'm replaying RE4 right now. I am so replaying Village just for Lady D after this. Oh.
It's the same kind of energy with Monster Hunter Wilds. They dropped a couple of composed, stunning women.
Oh yeah, they were hot. Honestly, I have watched the blacksmithing animation so many times just because she was sweaty. It was worth it. Yep.
And the internet instantly started to cosplay. They're expressive and graceful, and they've...
That's crazy. Are you telling me that hot, feminine, busty, gorgeous women who do cosplaying as a side job or something, they don't wanna cosplay ugly women? Wow. That's crazy. Gee, that... I don't know why. Mild shock. I don't know what to do with myself. Holy shit.
Just got that magnetism about them. And that's why the boys are in love, the girls are in love, and I am in love. And then we've got From Software, who just casually releases the most haunting, elegant women in modern gaming like it's nothing. The doll from Bloodborne, our favorite Victorian comfort character. She's soft-spoken, she's gentle, and she definitely knows more than she's letting on. Or Lady Maria, tragic, terrifying character with perfect posture, and 10 out of 10, I would let her fight me again. Or Ronnie from Elden Ring, who I was quite literally on my knees for, and I made sure to do every single step of her quest so I could serve her as me Elden Lord. Or Melina. Melina was so glowing and quiet and just sad. And then when she leaves you at the site of grace, like, my work here is done. And you're just devastated, and you're just sitting there all by yourself, alone. In your little tunic.
Maidenless back again. I can't believe it.
These ladies do not need exposition dumps or 80 cutscenes. They just show up and drip elegance, drop one line of vague sorrow, and then next thing you know, you're obsessing over cosplays and fan art for like the next month. I say all of this because femininity is not outdated. It's not shallow, and it's not something that you need to water down for the story to be taken seriously. It's range. So please let women be cute and manipulative, kind, and a little...
Ooh, can we afford that? Cuteness in 2025? Ooh. Oh, I don't know about that.
Chaotic, soft, but have sharp teeth, pretty, powerful, emotionally devastating, and the reason the protagonist starts journaling in a cave somewhere. Because femininity is Zelda, steadfast and radiant, and standing between her kingdom and ruin with nothing but hope and stubborn grace. Or Triss, who's clever and compassionate and plays politics with you with a super soft smile that just makes you kind of forget that she's winning. Or Bayonetta, who...
Mommy. Zelda is not the dude? No, Link is the dude. I can't believe you just said that. What?
Who's playful and provocative and treats every battlefield like a runway and then never manages to smudge her lipstick. Or Lightning, who's a beautiful, guarded, and grieving character.
Dude, she's hot. Not gonna lie. I think people fucking hated the game for whatever reason. But like, she's very hot.
Grieving character who carries the entire weight of the world in 6-inch heels. And when female characters are done right, they're not flat or abrasive or weak. They're actually narrative gold. They have...
I feel like lately, this like group of people who keep inserting their little activism and make women ugly. I feel like every time... So we want cuteness and femininity, right? And like... How to say it? Like almost like a hint of like submission. right? Like, I'm going to be saying wild things. Men like it when a woman is a bit submissive. That doesn't mean that you're a sex slave and a cum on a hole. That just means that you're soft-spoken and you're gentle, right? And you're like bashful, you blush a little, right? Those kind of things. And they just hate it with pure passion. They will call you the most heinous shit if you're into that. It's like, oh my god, you're into a cute girl? You must be attracted to children, you pervert. And I'm like, holy shit, where the fuck did you pull that out of? Are you crazy?
If you think about it, Lady D could canonically be a footer since she can change her looks because she's entirely black mold.
I like the way you're thinking, but please don't make me imagine her with a big dick right now, okay? I was having a moment.
Tension and softness that stabs.
Yeah, have you noticed that they always go straight to children? Like, it's like, oh, you like someone who is short and has like no boobs? Oh, you must be into children. Like, I don't know, where is this coming from? It's so fucking weird. It's like, I swear to God, it's some sort of mental illness or something. People like that are projecting. People like that should have like their fucking browser search history checked. Because, like, why would you think about that first unless it's something that you are into? Kinda weird.
Or beauty as a weapon. Let's let women be gorgeous and terrifying, sweet and strategic, gentle and unhinged. Let them be feminine again.
Oh no.